final expense policy is also called as burial insurance. It's a whole life insurance policy. In various names and forms it's called as, but ultimately what it is, it's a coverage, little bit of a smaller face amount, such as between $2,000 to $50,000, small face amount, whole life insurance policy, and we call it as a final expense life insurance policy. What does it cover? It covers cremation costs, it covers casket, it can cover for your burial expenses, legal costs, transportation costs, or medical bills after someone dies. So this $25,000 can be used in many different ways. Once a person dies, majority of the costs are these four things that I covered: cremation, burial expenses, medical, legal, transportation, or some folks actually use these resources to leave it as a legacy to their grandkids. They can also use this money for some kind of a grandkids college tuition, where this money can be saved in their account from an education standpoint. And that's how the grandparents pay for the grandkids' education through this final expense policy. I have seen many clients who are well off, but they wanted to take a $25,000 to $50,000 policy because they wanted to give their grandkids a bright head start when they go to college. And these funds of $50,000 are a huge advantage to their grandkids going to school, because they are all set from a cremation and burial expense standpoint, but they wanted this money to help their grandkids, have a better start than they had. So there are numerous ways that this final expense policy or the payout amount can be used, but the key here is this: you have to have some sort of policy. You have to have some sort of policy, and you have to take it at the right time. The right time is when you turn 65. That is the right time when you turn 65, because you're going to get the best possible coverage for the least amount of money. A lot of my clients ask me what type of deaths are covered in final expense. So I'll say this is not an exhaustive list by any means, but some of the general types of death are, accidental death, slips, falls, and trips, then poisoning, drowning, firearms, then medical malpractice. An accident also is included, like motor vehicle accidents and stuff. Suicide is also included in some policies. So pretty much the death can be in any form, but these are the general types of deaths that actually final expense covers. Just normal disease or COVID-19 might be one of the cases. Last 2 years, we have seen a lot of deaths due to COVID-19 or infectious diseases. So these are the primary reasons why people die. And these diseases and these types of deaths are covered in the final expense policies that we sell.